We're here to protect you and the ones that you love. It's a good feeling to know that our efforts aren't going unnoticed.
It actually brought tears to my eyes to know that we have this support.
You're welcome. I must just say, you're welcome. It's stressful, but we're not going anywhere.
Hello out there in quarantine land. It's Thursday at 7:30 p.m., which means it's time for another episode of NEPA Live from Home, presented by Geisinger. My name is Will Beekman. I'm the general manager at Mohegan Sun Arena at Casey Plaza. On behalf of all of us here and everyone at Karl Hall, I want to welcome you back. We hope you're enjoying this series as much as we are. I know it's been a long few weeks, a long few months really, staying at home and staying safe. We appreciate what you're doing, but perhaps you have the blues as a result. Well, tonight's artists have the blues as well, and they're going to tell you all about it in just a few moments. But first, as always, a big thanks to all of our healthcare heroes and all of those essential workers doing their thing on the front lines, keeping us all safe. As always, please stick around after tonight's episode for some words from Geisinger on how you can get involved in the COVID-19 relief efforts. We're all in this together, and we're all going to get through this together. Right now, Episode 5, NEPA Live from Home. Please welcome to the virtual stage Ahmad and Mark Marshall. This is Fife Drom.
One of the best pieces of advice I'd received is from somebody from northeastern Pennsylvania. I was taking timpani lessons off of, named Steve Pramatic, and early on in my musical career, he was telling me that ear training was one of the most valuable things that I could ever learn. And I think it took me a number of years to fully understand and take his advice, but it turns out that it's true, that actually the ear training and being able to recognize pitches and play what you hear is probably the most valuable skill that I've ever worked on. What about you? What's your best piece of advice received?
Mine's kind of, I guess, an amalgamation of a few different teachers in my vocal training and theater training, which is to firstly trust yourself, have the faith that you open your mouth to sing or to perform, and that the skills and the craft that you need to execute it will be there. If your brain can't connect to the belief that you already have what you need, then chances are you're going to falter. And the other is to trust your instincts creatively. You can always edit and amend after the fact, but if you don't let that free associative force come to the forefront, you're stifling something and not reaching the purest sense of what you want to articulate. I can hyperextend my elbows. Can I see? Oh yeah. Hold my guitar. This one's more hyperextended than the other. Look at that. Wow. Really exciting.
Pretty useless.
What else can we do?
We can tooth whistle.
Oh, we can. We both can tooth whistle. Except I would not consider that a useless talent. It's hours upon hours of entertaining satisfaction. Here at home, weathered to the bone, sunken like a stone into deep water. Land we roam, horror here to home. Country, 'tis of thee who's lost thy father. Fast and falling even farther. Man, the foam, hope save a broken home. Crime has come to crush thy sons and daughters. Gather around, all ye men of honor. Make a sound, ladies of liberty. Battleground without a suit of armor. And the fight ain't fair. For everyone's spared, there's a bomb bursting in the air. So the best and the worst thing about quarantine. I definitely say that the best thing is that for the first time in several years, we have enough time to work on our records. We have a home studio here, and in the hustle and bustle of everyday life before quarantine, it was really hard to make space for that creative momentum to build. And we've been able to work every day, scheduling hours, waking up in the morning, and working on the record, which has been really great.
It's tricky because being full-time musicians, our schedules are always fluctuating. So during non-quarantine life, our schedules are all over the place because we're going and doing whatever we have to make a living, which sometimes is on tour or it's just running around the city and doing a number of different things. So this has allowed us to have a regular schedule and just really be focused and actually live in the album, which has been probably the only benefit of quarantine for us. I think, speaking of the downside of quarantine, I think not being able to visit our family. We're in New York City, originally from northeastern PA, and we haven't been able to see our family for a couple of months now, which is, we miss them and we'd like to be able to go visit them, and we miss eating out at a bunch of our favorite restaurants that we would frequent on a regular basis here. So it's kind of a tease to go out and walk and see them, but everything be shuttered down, and just
not
wondering.
Seeing our friends and knowing that a lot of people in our community are struggling financially and really having to change their whole scope of what their careers look like and what their schedules look like.
What's going to be left afterwards, and what venues are going to be left, what restaurants going to be left, how are people going to make a living, or how quickly are they going to be able to return to their old way of making a living. So there's a lot of uncertainty, I think, which adds just the day-to-day anxiety to living in quarantine.
Guess we should have ended with the good thing.
Oh yeah. We should end with another good thing. What's another good thing? We've learned how to do our own laundry. That's a good thing. We're cooking a lot. Yeah, that's
I got an Instant Pot for my birthday from Mark. That's good.
chicken every night.
A lot of chicken. Isn't it fun? like our music and want to check some more out online, you can find us at fifeanddrom.com. That's our official website. We're also on Instagram and Facebook at the same name. We also both have solo projects and solo work. You can find mine at abbyahmad.com, AHMAD, and Mark.
anatomyofguitartone.com is where you'll find my blog about all things guitar and also original music for my project Future Relics.
And we just want to thank AJ Jump so much for including us in this, and we're really grateful for the NEPA music community in raising us and continuing to support us, even when we're here in New York and have been for the past several years. And we love our New York community so much, and we're really, really anticipating all of us getting back on our feet and doing live shows again.
All right, that does it for episode 5. Let's give it up for Fife and Drom. What a great performance tonight. Thank you all for being a part of it. As always, we're having a lot of fun with this series. We hope you are too. Heck, we may have to look at doing a second season since there's certainly no shortage of talent in this area. We want to thank Geisinger, as always, for supporting this. We want to thank all of you for listening and watching, and we ask that you come back next week for the season finale. We're going out in style with our friend Brett Alexander, so tune in next Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Until then, stay well, stay safe, stay home, wash your hands, and we'll all get together soon. Thank you.
We can all help stop the spread of COVID-19 by doing 3 simple things. Stay safe by staying home. If you have to go out, wear a mask and stay 6 feet away from others. Wash your hands often, use hand sanitizer, and avoid touching your face and eyes. If you develop a cough, shortness of breath, and fever, call your doctor right away. We're all in this together, and together, we can beat COVID-19. Call or visit us online for more information.